Hi guys, and today I'm going to show you how to make a better skin or morph or whatever you call it. For this demonstration, I'm going to use Griffin, and the VIP textures are required, but I will do a non-VIP one if you want. So let's get started. For the first one, do not use painting, basic painting, because that you only have a limited section of colors. Maybe there's a color you don't like you want the crystal one. So go to advanced vest. If you want lavender or this color, you should use advanced. And by the way, if you go to the new paint section, coloring the sclera, which is the white part of the eye, is recommended if you have a creative OC. If I click off, see, the sclera is great. But yeah, now it's gonna be wait. And the pupil is the black part of the eye, where you can color it. For now I'm using light and it looks more mysterious. So I'm going to see you when I have a basic base with colors. And yeah, this is the base I'm using. So this is required if you have VIP. So if you don't have a VIP, you can skip this section, but it's recommended. So you should use paint or advanced for the texture. So don't make it full neon. Don't make it full neon because it'll look ugly like this. Instead, use the invisible one for some parts. Like I can show you. You can use invisible for the neck. That's best recommended. And not invisible, but like clear. And for the chest, you can maybe use neon. And for the body, you could also use transparent if you want. And I'll see you when I have set a texture for every body part. So I'm done, and I have used the textures on the multiple parts on the body. I've also used the new invisible texture on some, like I forgot what it's on secondary feathers and tail too. So now I'm going to show you how to use the markings. Paint is optional, but it's not like required. So the beak doesn't really need markings, but if you want, it's optional. Alright, so here we are in advanced, the one in the middle, and I'm going to show you how to spread it evenly. So remember to try on all of the markings and then make them smaller if you want, or bigger if you want some markings. So the best recommendations for the head are either the swirls or the suns or flowers because they fit best. But if you want optional for good head markings are these feather ones and the star ones. So the ones that are spread evenly onto the head are the best options. Remember to choose whatever size you like, but if it's evenly spread across the head like this, that means that it's a good choice. Onto the neck. A lot of people use this one, the footprint mark for the secretary. And it fits for all of the birds, but if you have one that's invisible, I think you'll have to use a color you have to color the neck with the head color because it'll look best that way. And remember to also make it small or big to your liking. In this case, I'll make it smaller because it is more detailed. For the chest, everything is good. The note blocks like this. Wait, that's good. I'm gonna go. No blocks. The stripes. This one. The swirls. In this case, I like using the note blocks or stars for chest. So this time I'm going to use the stars. And for the body, because it's transparent on mine, I chose that one. You can maybe see some of the chest if you make it neon. That's a cool option. In this case, the best options to choose are either these ones when it's black because it gives texture to it. You can also use the flower one or the swirl one, or anything is at this point a good option. But I like using one of these two, the flower or the swirl one. But this time I'm going to use I don't know what it's called, the one on the top right. Yeah, I'm going to use that one to get a texture and make it a little lighter. There we go. For the covers, it's optional whether you like or not, because the covers fit for every one of these. Personally, I like using the swirls or flowers for everything, or the stars or the note blocks, but the feather one is also a good option along with the stripes one. You can also make it a vertical if you want. But this time I'm going to use the new one because it looks cool on the covers. I've not used that one before. And for the feathers, it's optional whether you like the covers. So you can just choose whatever you want. Like that one. That one doesn't look good in neon because they have an outline like that. And it looks like eyes. Yeah, sorry if you like this one on neon. But you can use the splotches, the things, or the dapples, or the notes or the footprints or one of the new ones, whatever you like. I will use the tiger one and bring it down to black. For the secondary feathers, it is also optional. Everything is optional, but yeah. I recommend using the scale one or the feather one, but I like using the scale one. And see how our griffin turned out from using nothing but texture and colors. So with markings, it is very more detailed. And for the legs don't have much to do. You can, let me just bring it up a bit. You can use the white one to have a more glowing effect on the legs when you look there. It's white gradient up there. So I like using that one on the top right for the legs. For the tails, the best ones are the stars because it's spread out evenly like that, or the suns that are also spread evenly, or the swirls. Notes don't really fit because look how bulky they are. Some part is cut off. For this time, I will use the stars because it looks good. Going to make it black. And for the tail too, everything is optional. The note blocks are still a bit cut in half, kind of. But everything is cut in half on the tail too, unless you make it smaller. So I'm going to shoot the notes, make it smaller, like that. And the extra is this thing on the beak, the dark blue one. And if I open the beak, the tongue is the extra. And the inside of the ears and the paw prints or paw pads. This is just for the griffin. There are also different extras for every bird. So this time I'm going to leave the extra untouched because there are not many of the extra variant. So for the effects, I mostly use this one for a lot of the characters that use black, and it'll float around like that. And I also like to use this one because it also suits if the character has an element. The glitch one is a bit overrated in my opinion because you can't color the glitch different colors on each rectangle, so it will just stay one color instead of different colors which a normal glitch would have. And the note block is also pretty good. And remember that you can choose whatever you have to your liking. If you want the fire one, you can choose the fire one. If you want the lightning, you can choose the lightning. If you want the diamond, you can also choose the diamond. And yeah, so have fun with this. I'll choose the circle one. Alright, we have come to an end. If you want to save your mark if you want to save your morph, you can do it by going to save and choosing palettes. And warning, if you have used paint in this skin, your paint options will not be saved. So if you, for example, use the left seconds and put it at color, it will still stay the same as the color because it is too much information to save. So to save, you just have to replace save, or you just have to make a new one. Yeah, this warning will pop up if you have used paint. So yeah. So the description of what will happen if you use paint and save it is on screen. Pause to read. If you click yes, it will be saved. And if you want to replace, just click the green button that is saved. Click yes. Yes again. That will do. It will make that your the new skin is where the old skin was. And if you want to use the skin, you just have to click the blue button that is load and click yes. But make sure you have a saved morph on or a basic morph. Alright, so that is all the basics, but here is a bonus. If you click this camera right here, you are in editor mode. That means that you can take pictures of your character. You can choose the background to be the color of your character right here when you click on one of these. But mine isn't working. Reason, I don't know. Yeah. Now the sky is blue, but it's lagging. So yeah. If you zoom out, it will be gone. But I'm sure it will work on yours. And if you want it to do a pose, you can click fly and it will do the motion it does when it's flying in the air or up. And call is when it calls, when you press the calling mode. And there are also more animations that are intended as actions. For example, idle is just standing on the ground. And if you do swim, you can't click swim as an action, but if you go in water, this animation will play. And dive is when you fly down. And I think it's glide actually. Yeah. And walk is when you're walking. And hover is when you're flying still. So yeah, that's all you need to know about the new customization update and how to make a better morph. Bye!